All right, folks, welcome to our Zoom Up. It's our meetup on Zoom. I am your host today, Michael Huggins out of Tennessee. I got my co-host, Scott. What's up?
Scott Raw to Chicago. Michael Huggins with the bow ties out of the 50s. What's
That's
up,
right,
brother?
folks. I will take your order. Let's go.
Oh,
We're having some fun today. It's another edition of our Zoom Up, our stories of transformation using real estate and entrepreneurship. And the whole idea behind this is that you see more stories and you make it more real for you, that you can actually change your life. You can take control of your finances, your relationships, your well-being, and direct it the way you want it to go. No more settling, no more living a life by default. And we got some incredible stories of transformation. Check out our playlist. Person who sent you the link here, you can go grab the playlist link. Check out those. I think we're on episode 50 or 51 now. And it is working. We got another 100 lined up. So if you want to show up here every day at noon Mountain Time, 1 Central, and hear these stories, bring some friends, gather around the campfire, so to speak, and be inspired to take back control. I used to work at an oil shop 60, 70 hours a week, barely making ends meet, eating one meal a day, drowning in student loan debt. And now I've totally transformed, paid off all that debt. I own the dream cars. I now live on 265 acres, and we're developing a big land development project over the next few years and changing the world. My co-host Scott, Scott, real quick, tell people what happened for you.
yeah. I lost a $212,000 a year job, and unfortunately couldn't find another one. My wife had lost her job, same company, same division. We subsequently lost places to live, and we were in bad shape. So we were looking to get into maybe real estate investing because it seemed like you couldn't get laid off in that. So my wife dragged me down to a meeting. I didn't want to go because I didn't want to see no dog and pony show full of Michael Huggins. Actually, I'm in before he was. Anyway, so yeah, we went down 2 years later. I mean, it was 2 days later we were started, and I don't know, it was 07. Now, 13 years in, we're sitting in my building here, my commercial space. We've helped thousands and thousands of people get into what we're doing, and this is the fruits, right? The fruits are showing off the results, right? It was back in 2007, it was an idea like, hey, what if we put together a building? We go online, we help people build communities. And fortunately, we found people like Michael Huggins, who is awesome, can be a bamboo tycoon soon, and people like Brandon Miller, who we're going to hear from today. I was lucky enough to hang out with Brandon for 6 months out of Arizona. We did some real good there, setting that place up, and he was a huge reason for that. So, yeah, things are going much better today. We have a bunch of properties. We got commercial space. We got thousands of love around the country. We've spread through the ripple. It's been great.
Yeah. So, and we really appreciate your influence and leadership, Scott, because you are making a difference in a lot of people's lives. And speaking of changing people's lives, Brandon is down there helping our Arizona, our Phoenix team grow, do deals. But he didn't start out that way. He started out struggling. He was handy. He knew how to work and work hard, but he was not ever getting ahead with his finances. And so I'm going to let him tell his story. So let me introduce everybody. Welcome, Mr. Brandon Miller.
Brandon Miller, everybody. Brandon Miller.
Thank you, Michael and Scott. Yeah, I met Michael Huggins about 6 years ago. I was a handyman at a nursing college, and I had a salary job. It was probably the best job I ever had. Benefits and a salary. Being a construction worker background, trading time for dollars was typical, right? And salary felt like leveling up, And after a year at this job, I hated it. I hated what I had to do, and I hate the feeling that everybody had control over me. I was literally the low guy on the totem pole, and I had to serve everybody at their, what they needed me to do, basically as the handyman, as the guy that kept the school kind of, looking like it's a school that's worthy of funding. And so when I found Michael, I was looking for something different. My wife and I were new parents. We had a young baby boy, and she was taking him to work, and we were both working a job, and we couldn't keep bringing him to her work. And her job got bought out by another company, and she decided she didn't want to travel to the new distance where the office was going to be at. And I was looking for something to supplement the loss of her income. And that's when I found Michael Huggins. And, what he showed to me was a bunch of people that were together for the purposes of doing real estate and building a community where we can, lean on each other and share each other's resources and talents and knowledge and whatever kind of resources each other had to kind of lift each other. And that's what I wanted. I saw people in the community that were doing fix and flips, and they were willing to share their contractors. They were willing to share their financial lenders, all that type of thing. And, it didn't happen for me at first. I really wanted to do it, and I wanted to not commit the time or something that it took for me to grow in that direction. And it wasn't until I did commit time into that growth direction when I got traction in my business and it really started taking off. And then I became active in the community. And when I was active in the community, people wanted to do deals with me, and they saw value in what I could bring. And I dove into the education, and it really kind of was a springboard for me to just kind of do a deal, do multiple deals, bring on partners, find people with money that wanted to lend me that money for my deal, and then bring deals to other students as well where I can partner. And that's kind of been my passion. Is I enjoy doing deals with other people that are in my real estate investing community. And a fix and flip, it's still sexy to me. I enjoy the whole getting a house under contract, and I enjoy the whole big paycheck. I enjoy that so much. And the acquisition part of it has really kind of turned me on. And I dove into this year. I've helped a community member build a wholesale business, and I'm a acquisitions manager for this wholesale business. And so it's really kind of fun to get a house under contract, and we together will find a buyer to flip it to for a quick profit. And I've been building my fix and flip business with business partners in the community that I am in, and it's been fantastic. I get my money lenders from here. I find my business partners from here. I've also been asked to kind of lead a lot of our masterminds. In our real estate investing community, we've dived into different niche areas, and everybody who enjoys doing that type of real estate investing kind of leads the way for the others. And we've been able to get a lot of people traction in their business and get some good wins. So, lately what I've been doing is mostly just fix and flips and wholesaling. I'm wholesaling about 2 to 4 properties a month. Right now I'm fixing and flipping 3 properties. We've got 1 for sale, and the other 2 are in the middle of the rehab process. I manage a couple short-term rentals that we took on with the strategy laid out from Jay Massey, fantastic instructor. I love him. And I've got a small little rental portfolio. So I've learned the subject to acquisition strategy, and that's turned into my favorite way to get a deal. And I've managed to keep a couple of the houses that I've bought with seller financing in place, and they've turned into big winners through the years. So we've got a lot of equity in them, and I've been, I started, believe it or not, Michael, I started this with less than 5, maybe mid 5s was my credit score. And I've been working on getting that up to about 700 now. And it's really kind of fantastic. So I'm going to get HELOCs on my rentals and use that to accelerate the the growth that I'm going at right now. And, it's been, my investing has been a big blessing for my family. I've gotten them to be money lenders for me. And, my parents are now debt free. And
How
my
did that
brothers
happen?
and sisters are.
That's a huge achievement.
Yeah.
I
How did
know,
that
right?
happen?
Well, I had my mother watch our velocity banking class as it was streaming. I told her, sit down and watch this with me. And we talked, we laid out the strategy to my father, and we got them a HELOC. And then after we got them a HELOC, they started investing with me. They got another HELOC on the house that I grew up in. And they've been able to lend to me this money in the HELOC to just, do my fix and flips. And, when it comes back to them with a big return, the whole velocity banking strategy that they've adopted and mastered, got them out of, they paid off probably $200,000 of debt in, less than 3 years. Right. So, and they didn't change their lifestyle. In fact, they lived better than ever before. They went on cruises, they started doing things now because they had all this credit available to them that, they didn't tighten up the screws to make it work, but it worked for them. And now they're able to retire and be grandparents instead of, working full-time jobs, in their 60s. So.
Wow. $200,000 of debt in 3 years.
$200,000. Let's say that again. Say it again. $200,000 in.
$100,000 in debt off in 3 years.
They velocity banked $200,000 in 3 years out of their life. See,
Yeah.
and look, if you're watching this recording and you just heard that $200,000 debt, who in your world, including you, doesn't want to remove $200,000 in debt to the bank in how long? 3 years?
3 years?
Less than 3 years. Honestly, it was probably closer to 2.5.
2.5 years, $200,000 in debt. So I don't care if you have a student loan, a car loan, you have amortized debt and mortgage. It is time to maybe find out what the heck is going on here. If you just heard that.
Dang,
That's awesome.
dude. So, real quick though, when you first came into the game, how did you end up in construction? What was that like? Give us a little more of your background.
Yeah. So, as a young man, I didn't want to do high school, and I thought making a paycheck was great, and that's when I began framing houses. And framing.
Let me get this straight. You're like, I don't want to go to high school. I want to go swing a hammer. Is that it?
Yeah. I don't know. Making a couple $100 a week was a trade-off. Go to school or make a couple $100 a week. So I did that, and it just ended up being my thing. I stuck with construction through the years, and I was like, this isn't it. This isn't what I want. I don't want to work for somebody else. I want more income. Number one, working for another man's business. I was making other people wealthy. I wasn't ever making myself wealthy. And when I met Michael, dude, the light bulb went off. I said, hey, first of all, I can do a fix and flip. I've been working for other people. It's not, and now you don't need to know how to do the trades. You don't need to know how to be a construction worker in order to do a fix and flip. I mean, the smartest real estate investors don't put the sweat into the work. They make that money without the sweat. And that's not what I was thinking at the time. But at the time I was thinking, hey, it'd be so great to make an extra 40. It'd be great. And when Michael showed me what was going on, I was just like, yep, this is for me. This is for me, and I'm going to do this. And that was years ago. And now I'm like, of the opinion, what's next? And I think what I want to do next is, something I've never done before. Of course, I want to level my business to the next level. And of course, I want to be able to take on more deals than previously. But, I'm thinking where I want to take my direction is in the area of land development, and really kind of, strive there. I think that might be a fantastic direction. And of course the short-term rentals. I love that business. It's been fun, and blowing it up this next coming year might be a good direction for my business as well. So yeah, that's kind of where we're going. And
I got a question. I got
Yeah.
a question. Okay, so let's sum this up. I want to we're coming up on the end of the time here. So how long ago did you meet this community? How long?
6 years.
6 years ago. And I don't know if you can you tell us how many deals total you've done in 6 years?
50.
50. And how soon were you able to quit your job at the was it a nursing home? Was it?
So nursing college, handyman
Okay,
at the
okay,
nursing
nursing
college.
okay.
So so that actually wasn't my last job, but so I went full-time real estate investor at the end of 2016. So it's been rolling up on 4 years now.
You helped your mom and dad not need jobs, and now they go on cruises. So
Yeah, they go on cruises and they buy new cars, and I think
you created monsters out of your parents.
And
awesome.
so yeah, that's kind of what they're doing, and they're liking what they're doing. They're not real estate investors though. My parents are.
They got you doing it, so they
Yeah.
they don't gotta be. They're like,
They-
hey, Brandon, where's that next deal? I'm going on a cruise. That's awesome.
Right.
That's great, dude. All right, well, you want to tell them what to do next, Michael? Thank you, Brandon. This is awesome.
Yeah, man. Transformation. We're gonna have you come on again in the future once you start your land development deals, and we should talk, because that's definitely something I've been diving deep into. So let's do it together, man. And folks, for those of you who are catching this live, get back with the person that invited you here. And if you're catching the recording, you need to request the next link, because we have an info session, we have a house tour, and we have a workshop that you can participate in and take advantage of, and really get to see who we are, how this whole system works, how you could take advantage of it. These are by invitation only and not open to the public, so you need to be registered for those. That's why I'm sending you back to the person that got you here, so you can get those links and get registered.
Yeah.
There's
excuse me.
We got another person on the line. Hey,
Deandra, you got a
No.
quick question?
excuse me.
Yeah, no, I've been here the whole time, but I'm not sure who invited me because it's just in my email.
Okay, well, reply to that email. That's the good one. Yeah, just reply to, hey, I'm ready to, I want to see some more stuff.
Yeah, okay, send me to the next one, and we'll get you there. We got the whole back office system set up for you, so we'll take care of you.
And let me just say this real quick, Michael. Look, the speed at which you could get started is a matter of this week. You could be in study groups with us. You could be hanging out with people like Brandon and Michael and myself. At the speed of this week, just get back in touch with the person who invited you. And fear. There's two ways of making decisions. One is you can make decisions in fear, or you can make decisions in clarity. Drama or clarity. If you're seeing what you like, go, all right, other people are doing it. Time to hang out with these people.
Oh yeah. Yep. We're the real deal. We got a lot to share with you, but you do need to invest some of that time so that we can share with you how our system works.
That's right.
So keep showing up.
And we do have a system. All right, Michael, thank you very much. Thank you, Brandon. You're awesome.
Appreciate you, everyone. Have a great day. Take care.